Now, till January 3rd, there will be even more lights to enjoy with extended displays at the Farragut Community Center and the new Campbell Station Inn Plaza. Kids can drop off a letter to
Mountaineers continue to warm up for their District 4 AAA tilt. Lady Admirals victorious 75-61, and in between games the senior night festivities. As now we turn our attention to Farragut and Heritage on the boys' side, and you look back at last year's meetings, the Admirals fell at Heritage in December 10th a year ago, 72-65. In the rematch, January 21st, it was Farragut winning at home over the Mountaineers 70-49. So split. Heritage would finish 7th last year in the district regular season standings, did not advance beyond the district tournament. Of course, the Admirals were able to escape the district tournament for the first time in a couple of years at least, as they moved on to the region tournament before seeing their season end at 17-17. The Mountaineers last year were 6-22 overall, but Farragut coming off a district opening loss at West on Friday night, 76-64, and despite Isaiah Smith, who is going to be heavily counted on this year for his offensive production, despite Isaiah really being hounded all night long by West's defense, he did not have a field goal. Scored a couple of points, those being free throws that he actually shot before they wound the clock. West was given an administrative technical foul, and so that game strangely began with Smith shooting a pair of free throws, and he knocked them down, and those were the only points he had on the night. And so despite that, Farragut put four players, I believe it was four players in double figures. Dylan Atwell leading the way with 15. Dallas Carball had 14. Carter Mayfield had 11. Ryan Neal had 10. And so even with Smith's struggles and the great job that West did on him defensively, there was enough offense to win the game Friday night. But the Rebels placed 5 players in double figures, led by William Biven, who had 21. And so hopefully Admirals will be able to be a little more tenacious on the defensive end here tonight and get a much-needed district victory over the Mountaineers. Pleased to be joined at this time by girls head coach Jason Mayfield as the Lady Admirals were victorious earlier 75-61. And I guess, Coach, we should start with the seniors, right? I mean, senior night. And so you had Sage Carbaugh, Gabby Duncan there in the starting lineup for both halves. And joining, of course, your usual starter there, Macy Barnes, among your three seniors. But a small senior class, but a group of girls that are key contributors and just, as always, right, outstanding young ladies.
All right, they are. I just told them in the locker room. You exactly said it right. They are key contributors. They don't get to start much, except for tonight, obviously, or in case we have any injuries or anything like that. They better be ready to go. But they're huge. Their roles are valuable. They're great kids. They're fun to coach. I hated we couldn't get Gabby out there at the end. I didn't really anticipate, Rick not doing anything or whatever. But it was fine. Gabby knows. But it's good to. It's weird, but it's fun to celebrate them here. But hey, 2020 is a little weird, so we'll take it when we can get it.
Yeah, usually, this occurs very late in the season, if not the last night of the regular season, one of the last nights. And so here it is on the first district home game. But that's nice. I mean, it's not all said and done. There's a whole season to go, good Lord willing, right. And COVID don't rise.
Right. And I told Macy, especially when she came off, but I'll tell the others too, we got a long ways to go. Yeah. And so we want to continue to do the things we do. And we didn't really do those things tonight. Sounds like I'm a really big complainer, like Coach talked. We win by 14 or whatever, 15, and complain. But we didn't play defensively. That's the first test we've had. Heritage is a really good basketball team. They posed some problems for us with their guards, and we weren't doing a very good job locating. I didn't put them in the right spot. It's just our 5th game of the year, and we just didn't really put them in a position to be successful in the first half. So that's on us and that's on me. But the second half, we kind of settled down defensively a little bit more. I know they still had a lot of points in the second half. I feel like it was mostly from the free throw line. Yeah. A couple missed assignments there. And then rebounding, I don't know what we were doing. We got up 12 with a long time to go. And then we gave up 3 straight, I believe, on the free throws. That can't happen, obviously. So we'll do a better job of that as we move forward. But I told them before the game, they can be as good as we want defensively. And obviously we got some things to work on there.
McCall Willis, I thought at times it seemed like in the second half early on, they were trying to go inside to Berger, and I thought Willis made her take some challenging shots, pushed her out a little bit beyond maybe her comfort zone.
Yeah, I don't know what the strategy there was. McCall's a great defender, but I just told her stay in front of her and go box out, and definitely McCall got the best of that end. Caitlin probably had a decent amount of points, but I felt like anytime we get the ball in Alexi Patty's hands is a good thing. And so Macy was doing a good job on her, and we were switching and things too. And McCall did a good job of stopping their second best player.
I thought the Lady Mountaineers did a pretty good job switching. Maybe gave you a little.
They did. It was really giving us problems. They do what we try to do. We don't. We like to get up and down a little bit, but when we settle in the half court, they were doing exactly what we want to do. And that's kind of a high hedge, really switching though, and really forcing the ball to stay on one side of the court.
Right.
And we're kind of running some different offense, and you saw it as the game went on, we kind of adjusted a little bit more and got some better looks. Early it was ugly because we haven't had that kind of challenge. So they got better as we went. And again, that's another thing about practicing and having games and that kind of stuff that will make us better.
Well, you've got, Meigs County and Science Hill. Is that still on for Friday and Saturday?
It is still on. The Meigs County game changed to Dobbins Bennett for now. But yeah, those two are still on. We'll go up there. That's a good, we were supposed to play Bearden Friday a long time ago. We like to go up to Science Hill like that. You get good competition. You're playing somebody different. So we've changed that Bearden game to later, early January. But yeah, we're going up there. Both those teams are really good. Obviously, Science Hill at the state tournament last year, and we're looking forward to those two games and a more challenging. We got a challenging couple weeks here. Yeah. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, you've been on cruise control the first 4 games of the year. It's got pushed tonight, and as you say, you would anticipate the Dobbins Bennett Friday 4:00 tip, I believe,
right. Yep.
and 3:30 on Saturday against Science Hill. Those will be a couple of challenging games before you're back here closer to home over at William Blount as
Right.
district play resumes next Tuesday.
Right. And the only way really to kind of watch those is I think Science Hill has a YouTube channel or something. So Saturday when we play Science Hill, those games will be on that channel. Friday, and you can't even go. So it's just two parents per kid, and that's all they're allowing in there. And so whatever. We'll find it on Twitter. So follow us on Twitter. Actually, Carson Strickland, Ace's brother, does a fantastic job on Twitter of updating stuff. So get a Twitter and follow FHSB Ball, and he'll keep you updated.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Coach. We'll get Macy Barnes in here. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Eric.
So we'll be joined here by senior Macy Barnes. As Macy coming off a 31-point effort Friday night at West. Tonight, the senior on senior night. Earlier than usual, of course, but senior night nonetheless. 21 points for Macy. And tell me a little something about your senior cohorts. Tell me something we don't know about Gabby Duncan. Tell me something we don't know about Sage Carball.
Oh my gosh, you're going to put me on the spot.
You're speaking on behalf of the senior class.
Sage is hilarious. She's so funny, and Gabby's just a really good person. She just loves the environment, the people, and she just loves being there. So they're both great, really good people.
Great teammates, obviously, great role players for this team, and nice to get everybody, make sure we get everybody recognized because you just never know. But I know you guys are certainly appreciative of the opportunity to play and to make sure that that everybody wanted to make sure they get senior night in. But I mean, what's it been like here with in this age of COVID? I mean, what are there any extra precautions that you're having to take?
Oh yeah, we can't be in the gym when the other team's in the gym, but
yeah,
that's about it.
I mean, everybody got sacked because of the photo day, right? Is that what happened?
Oh yeah, about 6 people got out from like half of our varsity team, so.
It's crazy. It's like the only time the girls and boys team would be together is for one photo op. And,
exactly.
Well, okay, so a big win tonight over Heritage. What were some of the keys to Farragut being able to kind of like turn on the switch there in the second half and pull away a little bit?
Keeping our defense straight, finding Lexi Patty in the open, like full court.
Yep.
They pushed the ball down the floor in 24, do not letting her go left, and just stopping her left hand.
There you go. I like it. It's all about the defense, right?
Yes,
all about the defense.
Exactly.
Well, we said the other night in the wake of the win over West, offense wasn't going to be a problem for this team, and how far this team goes is the way they play defense, and certainly that second half, as Coach Mayfield was saying too, felt like so many of their points came to the free throw line in the second half.
They were calling so many tic-tac fouls.
Yeah.
So.
A little frustrating to play in a game like that, but Lady Admirals got the win just the same, and Macy Barnes big part of it with 21 points. So what's Farragut working on as you go up to the Tri-Cities to take on a couple of quality teams in Dobbsville and Science Hill?
Defense, stopping the ball, and scoring in transition.
Better job, it seemed like, in the second half there. Some opportunities to get some easy baskets. McCall benefited, and you made a couple of nice passes. Of course, Keeley's always got the head up and looking for people, right? But you guys did a great job there in getting some easy baskets and getting that thing turned around at halftime, being down one. We got to run. Appreciate you joining us, Macy. Congratulations on the win and on senior night recognition.
Thank you.
That's Macy Barnes. And we are set for boys action as Farragut will control the opening tip. The Admirals 1-3 on the season, 0-1 in the district. Heritage 0-5, 0-1 in district play. Admirals will get the ball on the left side to Jake Bishop. Now out top to Mason Motley. And Motley off to Zitawi as Farragut runs a bit of a weave out top. Atwell takes the handoff. He'll launch a three. No good. Crashing the boards. Heritage comes away with a basketball. Ethan Golder, the senior for the Mountaineers, with the rebound. And Heritage in front court. And we've got a foul called here early on, which can't say that I saw much there. Macy Barnes just talking about how closely the game was called in our girls contest. I guess you can really realistically expect that to change in the boys game. Ball goes inside for Heritage, and there's Motley reaching in and tying up Ethan Golder. So Mason Motley and Jake Bishop and Jack Carasso, the seniors, along with, let's see, who else? Zatawi, also a senior. Here's a jumper on the baseline for Heritage. No good, but the Mountaineers keep it alive with Nate Marsh, weak side rebound. He gives out on the perimeter for a three-point attempt that's no good. Farragut can't control the rebound, so the Mountaineers get another crack at it. Another three from out top. No good this time by Marsh. And in the battle for the rebound, whistle sounds, and a foul on maybe Bishop. I don't know if it was 23 or 32. Didn't sound like Motley over the public address. So you got the four seniors and Dylan Atwell in the starting lineup for Coach Higgins. Meanwhile, Nate Marsh for Heritage gives off to Chase Ridings. With the ball near side, Parker Rothery. Well, pick and roll action off the right side, dumps it down low to Golder, and he can't convert. Ethan Golder, Heritage senior, can't hit in close. Farragut in front court. Zatawi, top of the key, three, bang. The senior gets the scoring underway. 6:15 to go, opening quarter. As Farragut on the board with senior Zane Zatawi, three-pointer from the top of the key. Kobe Johnson looks inside, and the shot is going to be missed. Farragut the rebound. Dylan Atwell, coast to coast for Atwell. Looked like he walked, no call. Able to apparently keep that pivot foot planted, and the defense goes flying by, and then Atwell hits the little jumper. So 5-0. Farragut with the lead. At the point for Heritage, Nate Marsh, guarded by Dylan Atwell. Whistle sounds. May have another foul on Farragut. Bishop, I believe, with a foul. Heritage, jumper, right side of the paint. No good. Mountaineers going to be tied up. The shot was missed by Rothery, but again, Golder, second or third rebound already here early on for that young man, but Farragut reached in and tied him up. So Nate Marsh, Parker Rothery, Chase Ridings, Kobe Johnson, and Ethan Golder, the five on the floor to begin things tonight for Coach Dennis Godfrey. He's assisted by Neil Leatherwood and Nick Moore. Farragut, three-point attempt, left side by Bishop, is no good. Long rebound, Nate Marsh. And a whistle sounds as the teams head back up the floor, and we've got 4 fouls on Farragut in less than 3 minutes. I think they gave that one to Zatawi. So again, Farragut with the seniors, Modley and Bishop, Carasso, and Zatawi, as well as Dylan Atwell. Farragut in the home white, navy numerals outlined in gray. Coach John Higgins assisted by Josh Gregory, Justin Wakefield, and David Dawson. Heritage on the right side. Rothery puts up a jumper and hits it. Rothery gets Heritage on the board. Farragut leading 5-2. Atwell in front court. His pass going to be deflected into the Heritage bench. Out of the ball game, Mason Motley, senior. Got a tremendous ovation during the senior night recognitions. Farragut checks into the ballgame. In his place, Ryan Neal. Neal's pass over on the far side is going to be stolen away. Farragut trying to take it back near midcourt, cannot. Heritage retains possession. Tyler Napier has checked into the ballgame for Heritage. He saved it in the Mountaineers' front court. Let's see who's out. Rothery with the ball, right side, guarded by Atwell. Drives baseline, got around Atwell with the left hand, missed the shot. Tip is missed by Golder. Ball loose, Heritage comes up with it. Rothery on the baseline, loops it back out top to Napier. Napier guarded by Farragut's Ryan Neal. As Heritage Gets the ball in the hands of Nate Marsh and resets the half-court offense. Marsh is guarded by the Admirals' Bishop. Out high with it. Ridings moves to the right elbow and cans a 15-foot jumper. Farragut went for the steal on the pass to Ridings, and when they didn't get it, he had a good look from 15 as he moved a little closer. 5-4. Farragut jumped out to the 5-0 lead. Mountaineers with the last 2 baskets from Rothery and Ridings. Admirals will have Neal driving the right baseline. Shot up in traffic, too strong. Rebounded away by the Mountaineers' Ridings. Given to Marsh. Marsh in front court to Ridings. Returns it to Marsh quickly. Neal on the ball out top in the hands of Marsh. Here's a long three-pointer by Rothery. No good. Carrasso with the rebound for the Admirals. Gives to Neal. Farragut in front court with a pass left side to Atwell. Spots up for a 3. No good. Rebounded away by the Mountaineers. With it, Tyler Napier. Napier off to Marsh. Marsh walks it across the timeline. 2:45 to play opening quarter. 5-4, Farragut leading. Napier trying to make a move on Neal. Loses his dribble. Grabs it back. Now needs some help. Whips it down low on the block as Golden puts up a shot and hit it. Golder, tough contested shot. Got it to go and was fouled by Carrasso. Fifth team foul already. Heritage does not have a foul. And Golder looking to complete a 3-point play. Carter Mayfield into the ball game, replaces Dylan Atwell. So the Admirals with Elisha Brabson also having checked into the game. Carrasso, Brabson, Neal, Mayfield. Free throw missed. Golder can't complete the 3-point play. Farragut with the ball in front court. Neal out top. Heritage playing a zone. Mayfield shoots over from the right side. Good. 3-pointer by junior Carter Mayfield. Farragut's got 2 threes. And the Admirals lead 8-6. Satawi hit a 3 from the top of the key. Atwell with a basket, and now Mayfield with a 3 from the right wing. Heritage working on the baseline, under the basket, reverse layup attempted by Ridings, nowhere even close. Brabson comes away with it, ahead to Neal. Neal in transition will score with the left hand. Nicely done as Neal beats Heritage back down the floor and scores on the break. And Coach Godfrey wants a 30-second timeout. 10-6, Farragut leading with 1:51 to play in our opening quarter here at Farragut High School. So the Admirals with 4 baskets from 4 different players, and the Mountaineers similarly 3 baskets from 3 different players. Zatawi and Mayfield for Farragut 3 apiece, Atwell and Neal 2 apiece, and for the Mountaineers, Rothery, Ridings, and Golder, each with 2 points. Heritage with the ball coming out of the timeout. Farragut has Dallas Carbaugh on the floor, and he comes up with a loose basketball. Turnover for the Mountaineers. Farragut in front court. Mayfield, that's where he hit the 3 a moment ago. Doesn't look to shoot this time. Instead gives to Brabson in the corner. His 3, good. Brabson from the right corner drains Farragut's 3rd 3-pointer of this opening quarter. And the Admirals lead 13-6. Biggest cushion Farragut has enjoyed. Jumped out to a 5-0 lead. There's a little give and go for Heritage, but they can't finish at the rim. Marsh too strong on the layup. Farragut rebounds it away. Brabson in front court. His pass thrown away. Heritage throws a hand up, deflected the pass, and came away with the steal. 13-6. Farragut by 7. 53 seconds to play opening quarter. Rothery, little pick and roll action off the right side. Shot put up by Ethan Golder, no good. Farragut the rebound. Carter Mayfield in front court. Picks up his dribble, gives to Brabson. Beyond the top of the key, off to Ryan Neal. He'll penetrate. Little wraparound pass, leaves it off for Carball. Missed the shot, grabs his own miss, and is fouled on a follow attempt. So a couple of free throws coming for Dallas Carball after the foul is committed by the Mountaineers, Ethan Golder. First foul against Heritage. Farragut with 5 team fouls. 35 seconds to play in our opening quarter. At the line, Dallas Carball coming off a nice game, 14 points Friday night at West. And Carball with a toss up and good. Second toss for the sophomore left-hander. Good. So Farragut converts his first 2 free throws with Dallas Carball. Out of the ball game for Heritage, Tyler Napier. Looks like the new Mountaineer will be Dylan Veritek, number 11, sophomore. Veritek takes the pass from Marsh on the left side. He's guarded there by Carball. Bounces it out top to Ridings. Ridings right side to Marsh. Now to Rothery, top of the key. Left side, it goes to Ridings, who's guarded there by Brabson. They swing it back around White to Rothings, guarded by Carter Mayfield. Rothery behind his back, count is on, pulls up, tough contested shot, nicely done by Carter Mayfield. That shot up just ahead of the horn, ending the first quarter off the back of the iron, no good. And Farragut will lead after 8 minutes, 15-6. Admirals by 9 after 1. We're back with second quarter action in 1 minute as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV. So it's 15-6, 1 quarter in the books. Farragut leading by 9 over the visiting Heritage Mountaineers as both teams looking for their first district win of the young season. And the Admirals jumped out to a 5-0 lead and then led by 7 at 13-6 and currently enjoying the biggest cushion, 15-6. 3 points from Elisha Brabson, Zane Zitawi, and Carter Mayfield. And Farragut's Dylan Atwell, Ryan Neal, and Dallas Carball, all 2 points apiece. Heritage will have the ball first as we get the second quarter started. Kobe Johnson had inbounded, got it back, and now hands it off to Nate Marsh. Ryan Neal, Elisha Brabson, Isaiah Smith in the ballgame for the first time, Carter Mayfield, and Dallas Carball. Those are the 5 on the floor for Coach Higgins. Rothery pulls up right side, lost a handle on it. Carball comes up with a loose basketball, leads the break the other way. Carball all the way to the rim, foul. 2 free throws coming for Dallas Carball as Heritage turns it over for the second time. And the foul is committed by Kobe Johnson, I suppose, right? There's no 23, yes, 32. Second foul for Heritage. And back to the line, Carball. He drained a couple a moment ago and opens the second quarter, hitting the first of 2. Second toss, good. Carball hits them both. And Farragut leads 17-6. Mountaineers in front court, Ryan Neal guarding Nate Marsh at the point. Off right side, and the pass is going to be stolen away. Brabson with the steal, driving for a layup. No. Carball with a putback. Yes. Carball with 6. As Brabson came up with the steal, couldn't convert the layup, but Farragut gets the points. With Dallas Carball's first field goal, as the Admirals lead 19-6. Here's a 3 put up from the left wing, no good by Chase Ridings. Rebound by Carball. Carball in front court to Neal. Gives off right side to Smith, penetrates, and they call a charge. Player control foul, turnover number 2 for the Admirals, Isaiah Smith. His first foul, team 6th. So 6:50 to play in our first half, and the Mountaineers are in the bonus the rest of the way. Nate Marsh, guarded by Ryan Neal. Loses his dribble, out of bounds. That one just unforced. Just lost the dribble. Neal was there close. Certainly have to be mindful of him, but he wasn't reaching, trying to poke the dribble away. Just an unforced turnover. Now the Admirals may return the favor. Forced a pass to Brabson. It's going to be stolen away by Golder. Golder has his shot blocked from behind by Neal. And so Farragut got back defensively after committing the turnover, and a blocked shot by Neal, and then a foul on Heritage trying to get the ball back. Ethan Golder with the foul. His second, team 3rd. Farragut leading 19-6. Carbaugh head fakes a 3 from the left corner, drives the baseline, but the rim spits the shot out. No good. Rothery in front court for the Mountaineers. Rothery, left side. Bounce pass goes to Nate Marsh. Marsh, guarded by Carter Mayfield, is going to launch a long 3, short, tipped out by Brabson, controlled by Kobe Johnson of Heritage. Mountaineers will reset. Rothery working against Neal. Fade away in the lane, no good. Brabson battling for the rebound. Who's that off of? Carries out of bounds across the way, touched last by Heritage. Farragut's basketball. Dallas Carbaugh in rear court, gives off to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield quickly across the timeline. Smith on the right wing, Neal left side. Farragut looking down low. Carbaugh finds Neal. Quick turnaround in the paint. Good. Good spacing by the Admirals. Good look by Carbaugh. And Neal, quick turnaround jumper for his second basket. And Farragut up 21-6. And finding some soft spots in the Heritage zone as timeout being asked for by the Mountaineers. 5:19 to play in our second quarter, as Farragut led 15-6 at the quarter break. And obviously 6-0 to open the second quarter. Baskets by Neal, a couple of free throws by Carbaugh, and a basket as well. A field goal as well for Carbaugh. Farragut's got 6 players in the scoring column. Heritage with the ball coming out of the timeout. Same 5 for Coach Higgins. Ryan Neal, Isaiah Smith, Carter Mayfield, Elisha Brabson, and Dallas Carbaugh. Heritage with the ball in the hands of Chase Ridings on the left wing. Now gives it up top to Tyler Napier. Napier off to Parker Rothery. Rothery to Marsh on the right wing, dribbling on the baseline. Neal stays in his hip pocket. Now Mayfield takes him on a switch. Marsh very close to walking. Has to give the ball off left side to Ridings. Farragut playing some good defense. Rothery takes a shovel pass in the lane, puts a shot up. No good, but a whistle sounds and a foul called. Foul called on Farragut's Ryan Neal, his first. And the team's 7th. 4:39 to play first half. At the line, Parker Rothery, Heritage senior, will attempt the Mountaineers' second free throw of the ball game and connects. First make at the line. Golder could not complete a three-point play earlier. Rothery, having hit the first, cans the second as well. 21-8, Farragut by 13. Quickly in front court, Isaiah Smith takes a pass, sets up for a 3, hits it left side. Ryan Neal found Smith, and Smith thought about driving, but instead tiptoed back behind the line and drains the three-pointer. His first bucket. Miss for Heritage. There's Neal with a rebound. wants to run in front court, goes behind the back, but a little bit too far out in front of Carbaugh, and the pass sails out of bounds. Turnover for Farragut, it's 4th. So Farragut has 4 3-pointers in this first half, 1 apiece from Elisha Brabson, Zane Zatawi, Carter Mayfield, and most recently Isaiah Smith, leading 24-8. Napier for Heritage gives the ball out top to Nate Marsh. Marsh off a screen. Neal stays with him. Now to Rothery. Rothery penetrates to the basket, scoops it up with the right hand, and scores. Rothery's got 6 of the Mountaineers' 10. Farragut down low. Mayfield wide open. Fouled from behind. Good look for Farragut. Neal out top with the pass down low to Mayfield. Again, Farragut finding plenty of holes, it seems, in the Heritage half-court zone. And I didn't catch if Ridings or Golder committed that foul. But for Farragut, Carter Mayfield at the free throw line. He had 11 points Friday night and knocks down the toss. 4 points for Carter. Make it 5. So Farragut 6 of 6 from the line as Mayfield hits both of his free throws. I think Golder picked up his 3rd foul. He goes to the bench. He was the guilty party a moment ago on Mayfield. Ryan Neal out of the ballgame. Dylan Atwell back in. So Atwell, Brabson, Smith, Carbaugh, and Mayfield for Coach Higgins. Heritage has gotten into the ballgame. Jaden Jones, number 4, a senior, replacing Golder. Farragut reaches and ties up Rothery. Possession arrow. They're not putting the possession arrow on the scoreboard either. 26-10, Farragut by 16. Admirals get it on the alternate possession. Brabson takes a pass from Smith, right elbow, shot up, no good. Carbaugh had the rebound momentarily, but it's knocked away from him, and Rothery comes up with a basketball for the Mountaineers. Rothery in front court, double team. Smith nearly had the steal. The ball's locked loose, and Brabson comes up with it. Brabson in front court for the Admirals. Finds Smith, left corner, three-pointer for Isaiah. No good. Weak side rebound, Dylan Atwell. Fouled on a reach. Or was did Atwell foul? I guess Atwell foul. Atwell picks up the foul, his second, so he becomes the second Admiral. Jake Bishop with 2 fouls on the bench. He got the start tonight, senior. And now Atwell, Farragut Jr., picks up a second foul. At the line, shooting 1 and 1 for the Mountaineers is Nate Marsh. Free throw, good. Bonus toss, no good. Carter Mayfield, the rebound. Mayfield ahead to Atwell. Atwell all the way to the baseline, into the right corner to Smith. Moves closer. Little short jumper, right side of the paint. Good. Isaiah Smith with 5, and the Admirals lead 28-11. 2:39 to play. First half, as Rothery takes the pass left side. He guarded there man-to-man by Mayfield. Into the post it goes to Jones. Can't get a shot off against Smith. Back out top to Napier. Napier through the lane with a little floater. Good. Napier with his first basket as he becomes the 5th Mountaineer to score. Farragut leads 28-13. Atwell, left corner. Cross-court pass goes to Smith. Three-pointer, in and out. Rebounded away by Carbaugh. Carbaugh went and tracked down the long rebound. Moves to the block, splits 2 defenders, shot too strong, but now he grabs it away from Heritage yet again. Somehow got a pass off to Smith underneath, but he missed as he reversed underneath the basket with a shot. Heritage comes out of there with a basketball. Great effort by Carbaugh. 28-13, Farragut leading by 15 as Heritage will launch a 3. Nate Marsh attempting it. No good. Long rebound. Isaiah Smith. Smith leads the break in front court. Leaves it off with Atwell for a 3. Left side online, but too strong. Long rebound goes to Smith. Farragut can set up the half court. Mayfield to Atwell. Left side Carbaugh. Carbaugh Picks up his dribble. Smith cuts through the lane, wide open, lays it up and in. Nice movement without the ball by Smith, just again sensing that opening in the zone. And Carbaugh feeds him. Smith with the layup. Here's Heritage at the other end. Rothery again knifing through the lane, scoops it up and in. Rothery's got 8 and now comes up with a steal to boot. And we've got a foul on the Admirals. So Farragut a little careless with the basketball. And a foul committed by Carter Mayfield after the turnover. It's his first. Smith a moment ago with the basket. He's got 7. Elisha Brabson and Dallas Carbaugh check out of the ball game. Farragut gets Jake Bishop back in, Zane Zitawi back in, Dylan Atwell, as well as Jack Carasso and Isaiah Smith also on the floor. 1-and-1 situation. Parker Rothery, no good on the free throw. Farragut with a rebound. Admirals in front court. Smith takes a pass, right wing, goes inside to Carasso. He walked, I think, no call, and got the shot to go. So wheeled around a defender in the post, did Carasso, and got the shot. And Jack Carasso, the senior, 8th Admiral to score in this first half. 32-15, Farragut by 17. As Marsh for Heritage on the baseline has his pocket picked. Atwell with a steal. Atwell in front court to Smith, spotting up left wing, three-pointer, good. Smith with his second 3 of the ball game. He's got 10 points all here in the second quarter as the Admirals capitalize on the Mountaineers' 5th turnover of this first half. Farragut up by 20, 35-15. Rothery double teamed out top. Gives off to Marsh, launches a 3 at the horn, and it's good. Marsh beats the buzzer as he drains a 3 from the left wing. His first field goal of the half. And second quarter comes to an end with Farragut leading 35-18 over the visiting Heritage Mountaineers. We'll get a 2-minute break and return to take a look at the numbers from the first half. Again, Farragut leading Heritage 35-18 at intermission as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice 105.3 WFIV.
Hi folks, this is Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. I know you've heard my slogan. We make it special, we make it unique, and we make it just for you, and we want to be your jeweler. Visit us at rickterryjewelry.com, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Read our Google reviews and
Heritage Mountaineers in a District 4 AAA matchup at halftime, 35-18, as Farragut jumped out to a 5-0 lead, led 15-6 at the end of the first quarter, and outscores Heritage 20-12 in quarter number 2. As Farragut 17-point cushion here at the break. It was a 20-point lead, 35-15, before Nate Marsh of Heritage hit a 3 just ahead of the buzzer. But as it is, 17-point lead, 35-18. I had both teams with identical turnover numbers, a single turnover for each team in the first quarter and 4 in the second. So both teams with 5 turnovers in the first half. Looking at the individual scoring for Heritage, Nate Marsh, again, the three-pointer just ahead of the buzzer, ending the first half. His lone field goal, he was also 1 of 2 from the foul line. So 4 points for Marsh. Parker Rothery, 2 of 3 from the line. 8 first-half points for Rothery, as he is the Mountaineers' leading scorer. Tyler Napier with 2 points. Chase Ridings with 2 points. And Ethan Golder, 1 of 2 from the line. 2 points for Golder. So the Mountaineers with 3 of 6 collectively from the foul line. And the 1 3-pointer, again, Nate Marsh. For Farragut, it's Elisha Brabson with 3 points on a 3-point field goal. First quarter 3-pointer. Zane Zatawi also a first quarter 3-pointer, his lone basket. Dylan Atwell with 2 points. Ryan Neal with 4 points. Isaiah Smith, a pair of 3s in quarter number 2. So Smith with 10 points, all in the second quarter. Dallas Carbaugh, 4 of 4 from the line. 6 first-half points for Carbaugh. And Carter Mayfield, 2 of 2 from the line. 1 3-pointer, 5 points from Mayfield. Also Carasso, Jack Carasso, a single basket in the post for the Admirals. So Carasso with 2 first-half points, as Farragut had 8 players in the scoring column. Again, paced by Isaiah Smith's 10 points. Carbaugh with 6, Mayfield with 5, and the Mountaineers with 5 players in the scoring column, led by Parker Rothery's 8. Farragut was 6 of 6 from the foul line. Heritage 3 of 6 from the foul line. The Admirals with the 5 3-pointers. Heritage had 1. The Admirals, again, 2 3-pointers from Smith and 1 apiece then from Zane Zatawi, Elisha Brabson, and Carter Mayfield. 35-18, Farragut leading at the break over the Mountaineers of Heritage. We'll get a 2-minute break and return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
At your nearby Pilot Food Mart, there's a refreshing drink special waiting for you, and it's only 99 cents. Any size fountain drink, icy or coffee, is right inside, and just 99 cents every day. With your Pilot My Rewards card, get 3 cents off every gallon of gas, and find additional specials inside the store. Drink specials, gas savings, regular specials. Get your Pilot My Rewards card today. Pilot, we're right on your way.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Circumstances have forced us to change the way we do business, but nothing will change the pride and love we have for baking the finest baked goods. Go to vgsbakery.com to check out our curbside menu we offer Tuesday through Friday weekly. And our cake department is ready to create your beautiful and delicious special occasion cakes.
And again, this is senior night, and so Lady Admirals with Gabby Duncan and Sage Carbaugh and Macy Barnes recognized earlier. All three of those young ladies in the starting lineup for both halves, and all played well, as Farragut especially played well in the second half, winning the girls contest 75-61. So Farragut's girls are still unbeaten on the young season, 5-0 now, 2-0 in the district after the 14-point victory. Farragut boys looking to follow suit, get their first district win of the year. Both these teams headed up to the Tri-Cities, Science Hill High School, Friday and Saturday. Let's see, I don't have the tip-off time for the boys on Friday. Supposedly the boys are playing Dobbins-Bennett on Friday, playing Science Hill on Saturday, and I guess that's going to be the same for the girls as well. The girls, 4 o'clock on Friday against Dobbins-Bennett, 3:30 on Saturday against Science Hill. Coach Mayfield was saying that Science Hill would be streaming, that they would have a YouTube channel, and that you'd be able to watch that Saturday game online. And so should hold true for the boys as well, as Farragut's boys were showing 5 o'clock tip time Saturday against Science Hill. I don't, again, have a tip-off time for Farragut's boys against Dobbins-Bennett on Friday. Both teams returning to district action, of course, a week from tonight, as Farragut will be at William Blount. That'll be the final district game of the 2020 portion of the schedule. So Heritage will have the ball first as we get the second half started, and it's going to be Rothery taking a pass from Marsh, driving right, picks up his dribble, fadeaway jumper, good over Jake Bishop. Tough shot for Rothery, who has 10 points to lead the Mountaineers. Farragut opens his second half with Zitawi. Well, I guess it's the same five that began the game, right? The seniors plus Dylan Atwell. So Zitawi and Bishop and Motley, as the ball is turned over, they go inside to Zitawi, and Heritage reaches in, pokes the ball loose. So Farragut with its 6th turnovers. The Mountaineers come up with it. Rothery in front court, picked up man-to-man by Jake Bishop. Left side pass to Nate Marsh. Marsh's pass stolen away. Atwell with the steal, but now he's going to lose his dribble, and the teams exchange rapid-fire turnovers. Marsh able to grab it right back after losing it a split second earlier. Rothery guarded by Bishop, left side. Top of the key to Ridings. Ridings gives it off to Marsh. Popping out top, Kobe Johnson. Johnson starts to make a move, has his pass deflected, comes right back to him. Gives to Rothery, works off the screen into the lane. Bounce pass on the wing to Ridings for a three-pointer that's over everything. Zitawi comes away with it on the weak side. Leads the break in front court, trying to get the ball down low to Carasso, and it's going to be deflected by Heritage. Farragut's basketball. Atwell will inbound for the Admirals from the baseline right. 6:31 to play in our third quarter. Atwell inbounds to Zitawi, gives it back to Dillon in the right corner for a three that is no good. And the ball then on the weak side is deflected out of bounds, touched last by the Admirals. So Mason Motley, Jake Bishop, Dylan Atwell, Zane Zitawi, Jack Carasso, the 5 on the floor. Rothery gets away from the defender, drives left side, scores with the left hand, and then is fouled at the rim. So a chance for an and one as Farragut comes over with Zitawi, and he picks up the foul, his second. Ethan Golder has 3 fouls for Heritage. He's the only player with any more than 2. Jake Bishop and Zane Zitawi, 2 fouls apiece for Farragut. Rothery cannot convert the three-point play, and as the teams give chase for the loose basketball following the missed free throw, it's knocked out of bounds across the way, touched last by Farragut. So Heritage with Marsh inbounding to Golder. Back to Marsh. Gives to Rothery, left side 3, in and out. Rebounded away by Motley. Gets a hand. Motley ahead to Zitawi.
Right side, Bishop driving baseline, and Rothery reaching from behind, trying to knock the dribble away, instead commits the foul. First foul, I do believe, on Rothery. First foul of the second half for the Mountaineers. Atwell inbounds to Motley as Farragut trying to get Motley a shot on the inbound. And Heritage commits a foul, but Kobe Johnson maybe committed it. Now they inbound to Zatawi in the post. The ball's knocked away from him, and it goes off his leg. Ricochets out of bounds over the baseline. So a turnover for the Admirals. They're 8th. Pull-up jumper, left side of the paint. No good by the Mountaineers. Nate Marsh carries out of bounds. Farragut gets it. Five and a half to go, third quarter. Farragut leading by 13, 35-22, looking for their first points of the third quarter. There's a turnover, ball stripped away, and here's the Mountaineers in front court. Kobe Johnson's going to be fouled. So Farragut with 4 turnovers here in the third quarter. Less than 3 minutes in, after, by my count, turning the ball over 5 times in the first 16 minutes. Foul was committed in transition. That may have been on Motley. And Heritage scores on the inbound. I believe it may have been Marsh. Looked at my stat sheet for a moment and missed the actual basket. Now the Admirals trying to pound the ball down low. And Carasso loses it off his foot, out of bounds. Turnover number 5 of the third quarter. So the Mountaineers down 17 at halftime, or down 11. They go on the right block for a jumper by Golder. No good. Rebounded away by the Admirals' Mason Motley. Motley in front court. Bounces it off left side to Jake Bishop. Skip pass comes right side to Zatawi. Off to Atwell, top of the key. Right side, Motley, three-pointer, no good. Everybody in the gym wanted to see that one go down. Mountaineers come away with a miss, trailing by 11, 4:25 to play. Rothery, top of the key, Ridings. Right side to Marsh, spins to the baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Motley another rebound for Farragut. Ahead to Atwell. Atwell shovels it off to Bishop. Cross-court pass goes over to Zatawi on the left wing. Back to Motley, three-pointer. Short, Farragut trying to save it in, cannot. Into the ball game for Heritage, Tyler Napier replaces Kobe Johnson. Mountaineers, Rothery, off a screen, pulls up from 16, no good. Rebounded away by Carasso of Farragut. Hands it over to Dylan Atwell. Atwell in front court for Farragut. 3:35 to play third quarter. Zatawi, shot, it's going to be blocked by Marsh. Didn't see the defender there behind him, but the loose ball saved by Atwell. Atwell gets a return feed from Bishop, launches a three from the left wing, and drains it. First 3 of the ball game for Dylan Atwell. Farragut's 6th, and the first basket for the Admirals here in the second half comes with about 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Heritage going into the paint with a basketball. A whistle sounds, and a foul is committed by the Admirals' Zane Zatawi. It will be his 3rd. Zatawi leaves, as does Motley, as Farragut gets Ryan Neal and Elisha Brabson into the ball game. Three-pointer for the Mountaineers off the inbound feed is going to be no good from out top by Chase Ridings. Now the ball loose on the floor. And I guess maybe Heritage had possession of it because they were granted a timeout. 30-second timeout being used. Okay, now they're going to say it's a full timeout. A full timeout with 3:07 to play in our third quarter. 38-24. Farragut leading by 14. So let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice 105.3 WFIV.
Hi folks, this is Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. I know you've heard my slogan. We make it special, we make it unique, and we make it just for you, and we want to be your jeweler. Visit us at rickterryjewelry.com, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Read our Google reviews and see what real customers have to say. Our slogan isn't just our words. It's our way of doing business. It's our daily goal. Please come see us and see our beautiful jewelry. Downtown and Farragut, I'm Rick Terry, and we want to be your jeweler.
Well, earlier the Lady Admirals won 75-61, improving to 5-0 on the season, 2-0 in the district. Bearden also won tonight in girls action, 70-64 at Marable. So Bearden 2-0 in district play. Marable now 1-1. Heritage with the ball coming out of the timeout, and Rothery off the pick and roll rips a pass intended for Golder, and he can't handle it. Glances off his hands, out of bounds. Turnover for the Mountaineers, their 7th of the game. Farragut leading by 14, 38-24. Just 3 points here in the third quarter, though, for Farragut. 2:45 to go in the third. Brabson gets it in the paint, quickly kicks it out to Neal. Neal gives to Atwell, top of the key for a three. No good. Carrasso with the rebound. And they call Carrasso for the foul. Second foul on Carrasso, 4th foul on Farragut as a team. Heritage with 2 fouls here in the second half. 2:35 to go in the third quarter, and the Admirals up 14. The Mountaineers with a basketball. Dylan Atwell, Jack Carrasso, Ryan Neal, Elisha Brabson, and Jake Bishop on the floor for Coach Higgins. Marsh driving for Heritage, right side, got around Atwell, can't hit the shot, however. Rebound by Golder, his follow, contested, missed. Rebounded away by the Admirals. Atwell in front court. Ryan Neal, right side. Three-pointer, good. Ryan Neal with his first 3 of the ball game. And the Admirals 7th. And Farragut leads 41-24. 2 minutes to play in the third. Marsh. Right side pass for the Mountaineers goes to Napier. Back out top to Golder. Station by station around the horn left side. Ridings to Marsh. Now come back right to Rothery. Rothery top of the key, working against Farragut's Bishop. Gives inside to Golder. Fade away over Carrasso. No good. Rebounded away by Brabson. Ahead to Atwell. Atwell in front court. Skip pass over to Neal, right side. Drives into the lane, leaves it off with Carrasso, and he'll be fouled. Neal made the extra pass. Could have taken the shot himself, but sat up Carrasso. Rothery picks up the foul, his second. Third foul on the Mountaineers as a team. Heritage has at the scorers table Sean Lopez, and I believe it would be his first action of the night. Free throw up and good by Carrasso. Farragut gets Dallas Carball into the game for Jake Bishop. And Heritage checks out Chase Ridings as again Sean Lopez has entered the lineup for the Mountaineers. Second free throw for Carrasso, no good. Carball goes high for the rebound. And on his way back up for a shot, he's fouled. Nice little tumble at the end of that. Marsh assessed the foul. His first, team fourth, so the foul's now all even. 1:24 to go, third quarter. Carball at the line, shooting 2, and the first is up and good. Dallas is perfect, 5 of 5 from the line tonight. 7 points for the Farragut sophomore, coming off a 14-point effort at West Friday night. And the perfection continues at the free throw line for Dallas Carball. Dylan Atwell checks out of the game. Carter Mayfield enters the lineup. Marsh into the lane, Drops it off for Golder, and he missed at the rim. Nicely set up by his teammate, but Golder can't finish. Farragut in front court. Carball takes a pass from Brabson. Right corner three. Good. Dallas Carball with 11 points now. His first 3 of the night. This will be Heritage's Lopez. Head faking a shot, moving closer, misfiring from mid-range. And Heritage cannot control the weak side rebound. Farragut will get it, leading 47-24, so a slow start to this third quarter for Farragut. But the Admirals coming on as the quarter has worn on. Brabson can't handle a pass in the lane, but it bounces down to Carball on the baseline. Gives it back to Brabson, who hits a 3 from the left wing. Second 3 of the ball game for Elisha Brabson. And Farragut now leads 50-24 with 25 seconds to play in the third. Rothery hands off to Lopez. Lopez to the free throw line, guarded by Mayfield. Backs it out beyond the three-point arc. Picks up his dribble, hands it off to Rothery. Mayfield takes Rothery on the switch. Coming out setting the very high screen Napier. Mayfield gets through that, so Rothery continues to dribble with Mayfield on him. Pushed off, three-point attempt by Rothery, no good. Brabson the rebound. Brabson will throw it the length of the floor, short as the horn sounds. But again, a slow start to the second half for Farragut, but they ultimately end up outscoring the Mountaineers of Heritage in the third by 15-6, so a 9-point increase in the Farragut lead, which stood at 17 at the break. It's now a 26-point cushion as Farragut's up on Heritage 50-24 as we head to the fourth. Back in 1 minute with that fourth quarter as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
What tells your story? Your diploma, an art print, a map from a trip you've held onto for years, a shadow box of a favorite sports jersey. Whatever it is, at Express Frame, we've made custom framing fast, easy, and affordable. Each frame is handcrafted by our experts in-house using high-quality materials, and all work comes with a lifetime guarantee. With our large frame and mat selection, we'll get your finished artwork back to you in a lot less time than traditional custom framing stores. Look for special offers this holiday season at expressframe.net. Located in the Dick's Sporting Goods Shopping Center next to Sports Clips on North Peters Road. Frame your story this holiday season at Express Frame.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
First possession of the fourth quarter to the Admirals, but they turn it over. Mayfield's pass stolen away and Heritage back the other way. We'll see Farragut commit a foul. Admirals leading comfortably. Smith picks up the foul. Should be his second. Team fifth of the half. Just underway fourth quarter. Heritage with the basketball trailing 50-24. Dallas Carball, Carter Mayfield, Isaiah Smith, Elisha Brabson, and Ryan Neal on the floor for the Admirals. Farragut. Looks like they're sagging off man. Shot up in the paint is short, rebounded away by Brabson. Ahead to Ryan Neal. Neal to Smith, gives it right back to Neal. Rifles it through the lane to Carball, and it's going to be lost out of bounds. Had some hands flashing in front of Carball, making that pass difficult to secure. Turnover number 12 for the Admirals. Rothery in front court for Heritage, launches a three and hits. He's got 15. I think Coach Higgins going to use a timeout. 50-27, the Admirals leading with 7:02 to play, 32nd timeout. Not happy that Rothery had the wide open look. Rothery with 15 of the Mountaineers' 27 points tonight. That was his first three-pointer. The second made by the Mountaineers. Farragut got a majority, it felt like, of its scoring in the third quarter on threes. And that's actually quite safe to say all of their field goals were threes. Brabson had a three. Atwell had a 3, Neal had a 3, Carball had a 3, and then they were 3 of 4 from the foul line. And Carball coming out of the timeout with a 3. So that's going to be the first points of the fourth quarter for the Admirals. And so to finish that thought, that means Farragut exclusively from the field in the second half with 3-pointers. Heritage, ball down low, and a foul committed. Sure that was Carball perhaps on the foul. It sends to the free throw line Kobe Johnson. Johnson looking for his first point of the night and does not get it. Lopez checks out of the game for Heritage. Johnson's second free throw, no good. The rebound, though, is tipped to him. He misses inside. Ball knocked around. Farragut had it, can't control it. Knocked out of bounds. Heritage will get the basketball. 6:29 to play. 53-27. Farragut leading. Dallas Carball, Ryan Neal, Carter Mayfield, Isaiah Smith, and Elisha Brabson on the floor for Farragut. Nate Marsh for Heritage gives off to Parker Rothery. Golder trying to post inside. He's being fronted by Brabson. Rothery driving on Mayfield, pulls up right side of the paint, cans the jumper. Rothery's got 17. Carter Mayfield quickly in front court for the Admirals, gives to Isaiah Smith on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Ryan Neal. High, arcing 3 from the left wing. Good. So the Admirals shooting the ball exceptionally well from outside, really most of the game. Certainly here in the second half, again, all of the field goals have been 3-pointers. Down low, Heritage. Well, I thought the Mountaineers might have caught that pass on the baseline, but they say Farragut guilty of a block. Elisha Brabson picks up the foul. One and one. Chase Ridings, Heritage sophomore, going to have his first free throw attempt of the night as a result of the most recent Farragut foul. Toss is up and no good. Rebound tipped. And Farragut comes out with it. Isaiah Smith. Smith in a hurry in front court, finds Mayfield in the right corner for a 3. No good. Weak side rebound. Neal bounces it off to Brabson in the paint, mishandles it, grabs it back. Now Smith out top, rifles it down low to Neal, gives to Carball in the corner. Can't hit a 3, but Mayfield tracks it down on the near side. Off to Neal. Neal back to Mayfield. Mayfield drives into the paint, scoops one up off the window. No good. Rebounded away by Golder of Heritage. Ahead to Rothery. Rothery in front court, driving all the way through. Shot blocked by Carball. Now the ball loose on the floor and out of bounds. They say touch last by the Admirals. 56-29 with an even 5 minutes to play. Farragut leading by 27. Marsh out to Ridings, who quickly gives it off to Rothery. Rothery pulls up, right side, tough shot over 2 defenders. No good. Farragut can't get the rebound. And Golder comes away with it and then is fouled. They'll give this one to Brabson. One and one for Ethan Golder. 0 of 1 from the line tonight. Golder earns a bonus toss. 3 points for the senior. So it's 56-30, 26-point lead as Golder tries to make it a 25-point game. Cannot. Misses the bonus. Brabson with a rebound for the Admirals. Elisha in front court bounces to Dallas Carball, and Dallas fouled on his way to the basket. Rothery hit the deck hard, a little bit slow to get up. He may have bruised a tailbone. Rothery, a little help pops up. Gingerly, maybe a knee. But he's okay. Rothery, having picked up the foul, is going to check out of the ball game. And Farragut will have Dallas Carbaugh shooting 2. Carbaugh 6 of 6 from the line tonight. Dallas, a sophomore, 14 points, matching his total from Friday night at West. First of 2 is short, so that's his first miss from the line tonight. Carbaugh gunning for point 15's got it. Hits 1 of 2. 57-30. Farragut in control with 4.5 minutes to play. Marsh. Nothing going with the pick and roll, so he gives it off to Ridings. Gets it back on the left wing. Marsh into the paint, puts up a runner with a right hand. No good. Golder grabs the miss, goes up with it. He misfires as well. Dallas Carbaugh comes out with a basketball into front court to Neal in the left corner. And they call Neal for taking steps. Rothery definitely favoring the right knee as he's on the bench for the Mountaineers. Doesn't appear to be serious, though. Heritage in front court. Dylan Veritek has checked into the game. He gives off to Tyler Napier. Napier driving left side, has his shot rejected away by Ryan Neal. Loose ball picked up by Mayfield. Ahead to Smith on the left wing. Now to Brabson. Brabson moves closer, fires from 16, in and out. Ball's tipped, controlled by the Mountaineers' Sean Lopez. Gives it off to Veritek. Veritek in front court, picked up by Mayfield. Big collision. And Mayfield given the foul. So Veritek will shoot 1 and 1. Dylan Veritek, Heritage sophomore, chance to become sixth Mountaineer to score tonight, and he does so. Drains the free throw, earns himself a bonus toss. Toss, good. Hits both ends of the 1 and 1, and it's 57-32. Farragut in front court. Isaiah Smith, left wing, goes to Neal inside. Neal circles out onto the wing. His pass then is going to be deflected, stolen away by the Mountaineers as Heritage trying to get out in transition, loses the dribble. And Carbaugh is going to be fouled after coming up with the basketball. It was Heritage's Tyler Napier committing the foul. So the teams exchange turnovers. Farragut gets it back. Mayfield driving on the baseline, got away from the defender and lays it up and in. So he shook loose of Tyler Napier, and Mayfield with the layup. He's got 7, his first basket of the second half, as Farragut leads 59-32. Seniors getting ready to go back in, as well as Dylan Atwell, Jr., for the 4 seniors. Reporting to the scorer's table, 2:55 to play, and Farragut leading 59-32. Veritek dribbles right, goes down low in the post, gets the ball back. Isaiah Smith knocks it loose, but it's going to be saved down low by Zach McElroy. Out high for Heritage with the basketball, it's Sean Lopez. Lopez gives off to Napier. Napier in the lane, sees the backdoor cut. The layup, though, is going to be missed by Veritek. Whistle sounds. Foul on. I thought they said 13. I've got Jeff Merle as 13. Whatever the case. Okay. Farragut's 13. Okay. Zach McElroy to the free throw line for the Mountaineers. First toss, no good. Second toss, also no good. So Farragut's gotten Carasso, Bishop, Zatawi, Atwell, Motley in the ball game. Motley, three-pointer. Shot, no good. Rebounded away by Heritage. 2:13 to play. With the ball in rear court, McElroy gets it ahead to Veritek. Veritek pushes off Atwell. Gives back out to Napier. Napier to McElroy. McElroy in turn to Merle. Back around left side. That's a walk. I don't know how many steps Lopez just took. Missed the shot at the rim. It's deflected out. Heritage keeps it alive. On the baseline, right side, Napier throws it away. Farragut's Atwell with a steal. 1:40 to play. Atwell, no doubt, looking for Motley. Motley, three-pointer on its way. Short. It was on line. Gets it back from Atwell. Moves to the elbow. 15-footer. Bang! There's the shot everybody's been wanting all night long. Mason Motley, the senior, cancer survivor, with the basket from the left elbow. 61-32. Down the lane, right side goes the Mountaineers. Dylan Veritek misses badly. Farragut comes out of there with a basketball. Atwell in front court. Here's Motley, wide open three, right side, rims out. Carasso rebounds it away. Gives to Motley. He'll try again from 16. Bang! So a couple of mid-range jumpers for Motley the last couple of times down the floor. Teammates making sure he's getting looks. And Motley converts a couple of them, and Farragut leads 63-32. Here's a three hoisted by Heritage. No good from the left side by Tyler Napier. Farragut the rebound. 30 seconds to play. Motley takes the handoff from Atwell. Drifts right. Gives off to Jake Bishop. Back to Motley. Motley steps back. Let's fly from 17. He's fouled. He's going to have a couple of free throws. Nothing but smiles on the Farragut bench after Motley hits a couple of free throws and now goes to the free throw, hit a couple of shots and now goes to the line for a couple of free throws. And the first is up and no good. Mason Motley, Farragut senior. Free throw, won't cooperate. Zatawi, though, with a rebound, and he backs it out. 20 seconds to play. Atwell with the basketball. I don't think there's any way anybody besides Motley's taking a shot here. Motley picks up his dribble, gives off to Zatawi. 9-0, well, Zane will shoot it. Puts one up, no good, knocked out of bounds with 5 seconds to play. Heritage will have the basketball. 63-32. Farragut will get its first district win of the year, improved to 2-3 overall. Mountaineers will drop to 0-6, 0-2 in the district as Heritage inbounds and dribbles the seconds away. So a big win for the Admirals, much needed in district play. And a big night. Mason Motley, the senior night, hits a couple of late baskets as Farragut. Now Motley being mobbed over there by the student section. So good night for the Admirals. Lady Admirals were pushed, were challenged in our first game of the night, but persevered through it and won 75-61. And the boys complete the sweep as they win 63-32. Farragut was up 35-18 at halftime. Pushed that lead to 50-24 after a slow start to the third quarter, out to a 26-point lead. And then in the fourth quarter, it's the Admirals with a 13-8 advantage as they win 63-32. Let's see. Coach Higgins, on occasion, will come up immediately after the game. Other times, he'll talk first with the team before perhaps coming up. And so I don't see, there comes Coach. So we'll keep it right here for the time being as the Admirals with the win. Led 15-6 at the end of the first quarter, 35-18 at halftime, 50-24 at the end of 3, and 63-32 is the final. I had Farragut with 14 turnovers on the night, Heritage with 9. The Admiral shot the threes well tonight. In fact, in the fourth quarter, before Mason Motley hit those 2 baskets late, I think Farragut exclusively 3-pointers from the field in the second half. So we'll run down all of the individual scoring for you here momentarily. But first, pleased to be joined by Coach John Higgins. First time this season. Coach, congratulations on the win. Much needed, right? You know, get that first district win. And on senior night to boot. The untraditional senior night being this early in the season, but can't take anything for granted. And obviously great group of guys that are seniors this year's 2020-2021 class.
They're wonderful kids, Eric. I mean, I'm really proud of them. They really come to work every day. And these are the kids that were freshmen when I first got the job. So it's great to see them grow and to see them become, great, good basketball players, but even better young men. And that's what's most important. So, I'm really happy for all of them. And how about Mason Motley?
How about it?
How about that? That's fantastic. And he's a wonderful kid. He's a remarkable kid, and I love him to death. The kids love him to death. His teammates love him to death. You can tell just by the reaction by the people in the crowd.
Right.
He's such a wonderful kid. He's such, his life has been so, it's been adversity after adversity.
Right.
And he's looked at it head on. He's gone after it head on. He's attacked it head on, and he's come out better on the other side. And it's just a blast to see, man. I'm so proud to coach him. I'm so glad to be a part of his life.
There was nothing but smiles down there late in the fourth quarter as Motley with baskets on back-to-back trips down the floor. And I tell you, the teammates certainly making sure that Mason was going to get his looks when he checked back in there in the fourth quarter.
They did a great job. I'm really proud of all of them. Jack Carasso, Zane Zatawi, Dylan, Jake Bishop. They understand the importance of the game. They understand what it means to Mason and everyone else in the stands. And they really did a good job of finding him. But those shots he made were awfully tough. He missed a lot of good looks
right.
tonight. You should have seen him yesterday in practice. He was hitting everything. And he missed a lot of good looks tonight, but the shots he made were really tough. And, that just makes it even more special. He stepped up to the challenge and made tough shots because he's a tough kid.
You got Dallas Carball. We were on the way out of the gym Friday night at West. You mentioned, we had the opportunity to talk after that game. You would have liked to have talked about Carball's play, and he had 14 points that night, provided a spark, has 15 tonight, and played well for you yet again. Just a sophomore.
He's just a sophomore, and Eric, you can tell as well as everyone that, listened and watched the game tonight, he's oozing talent. He's oozing potential. It's just waiting to come out of him. And, it's hard for me to keep Dallas off the floor. He makes a lot of good things happen. He goes to the glass really hard. He can shoot, knock down wide open threes if he has to. He plays good defense. He's got a lot of potentials. The future's very bright for Dallas. And, I said at West, it's his first district game, and he goes out there and he plays extremely hard. And he's defending, the best he can, and he scores 14 big points for us. For a sophomore playing his first district varsity game, he's only played – this is only his 5th varsity game ever. And Friday was his 4th varsity game ever. For him to come out there in that environment against that team and do that and then turn around tonight and score 15, and I venture to say he probably only played 15 minutes tonight. And he had 15 points tonight. So, as you can see, he can just make things happen, especially on the glass. The ball just seems to find him, and then he always seems to make something good out of it on the offensive end.
It seems like you've got a number of guys. Dallas being an emerging talent, but a number of guys that can fill it up this year. West on Friday night did a good job of hounding Isaiah Smith and not giving him any good looks from the field, and yet you still had 4 players in double figures. And tonight, Carball with 15 in double figures, Isaiah Smith with 10, Ryan Neal with 10. Carter had 7. He's coming off a double-digit output against West on Friday night when he had 11. But you got a number of guys, of course. Dylan Atwell, 15 points Friday night, just 5 tonight. But not his best shooting night, but obviously a guy who most times is going to get his. Just feels like you got quite a bit of offensive balance, and it seems like defense, as always, right, is kind of where what's going to be really big for this team. Obviously,
we've got a really good group of guys, especially offensively. We can shoot it really well. We haven't done so in the past few games. We were 4 for 22 from the three-point line against West. I think in the Morristown East game over Thanksgiving, we were 4 of 24 from the three-point line. We missed a lot of free throws in both games. We're a much better shooting team than what we've done the last couple games. We're more, very similar to what we did tonight. This is the way we normally shoot the ball in practice, and we just did it tonight. So offensively, we've got a chance to be really special. We've got a lot of guys that can fill it up. We got a lot of guys that can ball handle. We got a lot of guys that can make good decisions. We need to rebound better. I didn't think we rebounded, very well tonight. We need to rebound better. And as you said, defensively, we need to be better. I thought we were better tonight, but against West, I told the guys afterwards, we scored 62 points.
Right.
That's enough points to win. That's enough points to win at a high school basketball game. What we have tonight, 60 points tonight. It's enough points to win a high school basketball game.
Right.
We just didn't defend the way we needed to on Friday. And if you go back to Thanksgiving, we lost to Central. It was 74-77.
Right.
We could fill it up. We need to defend a little bit better, and we need to rebound a little bit better.
You got a couple of games coming up Friday and Saturday up at Science Hill. I assume the opponents are Dobbins Bennett and Science Hill. Nothing's changed where that's concerned?
As of right now, that's what it is. But in the year of 2020, you never can tell.
So you know anything about those teams? Obviously, traditionally, Science Hill is the power in Upper East Tennessee, but Dobbins Bennett has is usually right there. Also one of the top teams in that part of the state.
They're both going to be very good. I think combined right now, I think they're like 12-2. So,
okay.
It's going to be a good challenge for us. I always love going up there. It's our second year in a row. Our competition is what makes us better. The better competition we can play every day, the better we'll get. And so when you go face a team like Dobbins Bennett and a team like Science Hill, they're going to be well coached. They're going to play hard. They're going to be disciplined. We need to be able to step up to the challenge and face those challenges and see if we can't come out with a win.
We were talking about the threes a minute ago. I had a chance to add them up. It looks like they were 11 tonight. Yeah. 11 makes for the Admirals, and Farragut looking forward to a Friday matchup at Dobbins Bennett. I don't have the tip-off time for that one. The Saturday matchup at Science Hill was at least originally scheduled for 5 o'clock if nothing's changed.
Yep. Friday, I think it's 5:30.
Okay. And Coach Mayfield was saying earlier that at least with the Science Hill games that they should have a YouTube channel, and so that those games will be available for people to watch online, because apparently there's some serious restrictions on who's allowed in the gym. Just the parents, right?
Yeah, 2 parents per kid. So there's some major restrictions for the parents. So if you get an opportunity to watch, you should watch it. Obviously there'll be no commentary. So you'll just be able to watch basketball in its purest form, no sounds, no anything. Just watch us play.
So the Admirals with a couple of matchups Friday and Saturday before returning to district action a week from tonight over at William Blount. But Farragut gets its first district win here tonight over the Mountaineers by a final of 63-32. Coach, appreciate you coming up and chatting, and look forward to talking throughout the course of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Eric.
Coach John Higgins, his Farragut boys headed up to Johnson City Friday and Saturday, coming off a nice 31-point victory over the Mountaineers of Heritage. So let's quickly get a look at the individual scoring for Heritage. Zach McElroy was 0 of 2 from the line. He did not score. Nate Marsh was 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. He finished with 6 points. Dylan Veritek, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 points for the Mountaineers. Parker Rothery, like he tweaked his knee late, but appeared to be okay on the Heritage bench. Rothery